Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. This is my very first time posting a video on YouTube. I'm super excited about it. But yeah, I currently owe $8,000 on my credit card balance. Stick around, I will show you some of my money making techniques to pay off my $8,000 debt. The first thing I done was I had to sign up for another credit card with 0% interest for the next 18 months or so. This was my old credit card here. Right now it shows $0 current balance. I had $9,448. It was last paid back in July 25th, 2022. And then that was transferred over to another credit card, which is right here on Union Bank. It went from Chase to Union Bank, and it happened around July 19th, 2022, $9,448. Now, currently, I have less than that because I've made some payment over time. My current balance right now is actually $8,317. So the following video, I will go over some of the techniques that I've used to pay off some of my balances, and these are my current techniques to continue paying off my credit card. Essentially, it looks like this at a high level. So I transferred my balance from credit card A, which is $9,400, over to credit card B. This next part is important because this doesn't work with any kind of credit card. It must be credit card where the fine print mentions something along the following: no transfer fee balance, so meaning 0% transfer fee. Even though there are credit cards that offer 0% interest for like the next 12 to 18 months, the credit card must says there's no transfer balance fee, right? 0% transfer balance fee, $0 amount. The second criteria I look for are credit cards that shows 0% interest up until the next 12 to 18 months, about 1.5 years or so. Even though this is saying 0% interest to the next 12 to 18 months, you're still required to make the minimum payment. What happened is, if you miss the minimum payment, even if it's for like $100 or so, you end up getting hit with a fee later on. You still want to maintain a minimum balance. To make things easier, I've created a calculator called CatzMoney.com. On here, there's a payment split calculator. Now, this is what I've done, knowing that the credit card I signed up to has 0% interest. So I'll just put $8,318 here. If I currently owe $8,318 for the next 18 months, my total monthly payment comes down to $462.11. So that's an average of $15.40 on a daily basis. When I signed up for a credit card during that time, I had to write down the deadline. You would have to write down deadline to know how much time you have to pay off your credit card without any penalties. The second thing that I did was set up the minimum payment as a reoccurring schedule right away. The next step is really to focus on ways to make money. You know, these are side hustles that I came up with. The first method that I've tried was doing surveys, and I'm sure, most or all of you probably heard of surveys by now, and some of you probably been doing surveys, but survey was one of the methods that allows me to kind of make money at my spare time, right? Meaning, I was able to still work, pick up the kids from school, go out for a workout, stuff like that. And survey is just something that allows me to kind of work on it if I feel like working on it during the morning time. Perfect for taking number 2, right? Because you're there for like maybe 5-15 minutes. There's nothing else to do. You might as well bust your phone out and start doing surveys. So here's how branded surveys look like. It shows some options on the left-hand side, like your dashboard, your current points, payout. Notice how it shows different surveys. Like this one, for example, shows 57 points for 19 minutes. 57 points means 57 cents. So essentially, it lets you earn 57 cents based on 19-minute time frame, and this is estimated. Now, sometimes it's actually kind of difficult to know like which survey give you the best value for your time. There's a math that I apply here too to see, okay, out of these 3 surveys, which one will give me the best values based on the total time. And if you go back to this Catzz Money website here, there's a section here called Survey Ranking Calculator. So open this guy up, and on here, this will actually rank the surveys. So let's say, for example, this one shows 57 points for 19 minutes. We'll put in 57, 19 minutes. Notes, we could leave this blank for now. Next one is 73, and then 19. And then the next one is 57.20. And hit calculate. So it looks like we have a draw here. Survey A and Survey C, they both appears to give us similar ranking here. There's not much of a difference. So this one here give us about 4 cents per minute, which doesn't sound that much. And if we calculate this by the hour, it give us $2.40 per hour. Based on this ranking calculator, I would go for Survey B. And let's go back to the branded surveys tab here. Notice there's like a status here. Currently, I have a bronze badge. I will cover this shortly because this status does affect the payout. So let's go ahead and take the survey. Topic is home and family. Okay, this is normal. Make sure that you're not a robot, so we have to check this box. Thank you for participating in this important research. We're going to ask you a few questions to see if you qualify for this study. What is your current age? 21. How do you describe yourself? I guess I'm a male. Are you Hispanic or Latino? Which of the following describe your race? What state do you currently live in? These are all just basic demographic questions. Select the top 10 words that sounds the most compelling.
A few moments later.
So yeah, sometimes surveys will show a certain amount of times initially, but when you do the actual, it's a lot different. Oh, and notice how it tells you how much you earn towards the end. These bonus points are based on your status here. I'm still a bronze status. That get like a certain commission. But yeah, bonus are awarded on Sundays. Refer a friend and get 50 points the first time they earn a silver badge. Right now I have 379 points, meaning $3.79. And I have 121 points until payout. So I need to earn $1.21 more for me to get paid out. Minimum is $5 on branded surveys. But yeah, let's check out branded elite. I think this is the status here. So I complete one more survey before November 30th at 6:45 p.m. I will become a silver member. Becoming silver, you're entitled to more points actually. And here's a breakdown. The rewards guy here tells you earn a weekly bonus when you complete at least 12 surveys per week. Your bonus is a percentage of your total approved survey points for the week. So right now I have bronze, and basically you have to complete 2 or more surveys per month. But if you're a silver member, and I guess depending on the number of surveys that was completed, you could get anywhere from 10 up to 14% bonus. So my advice starting off is to start off as many surveys as possible and aim for the gold status. Second advice for branded surveys is that their mobile app is really glitchy right now. I noticed that every time when the text box pops up and I start typing, the app crashed and I lost my progress, so I didn't even get any rewards. What I've learned is to always use the web browser. And here's some past payouts. November 2nd, I was paid $5.27. October 10th, I was paid $5.27. September 19th, I was paid $5.36. September 10th, $6.44. September 7th, $5.16. September 2nd, $6. August 28th, $5.22. And yeah, the minimum payout is $5. My next money-making technique is Survey Junkie. And Survey Junkie was, I believe, the second survey that I've started out. Now, the mobile app and website, they both work fine. If you are going to use a mobile app, make sure that you have your phone on landscape. What I realized is that some of these questions were super long and it was not displayed correctly when my mobile phone was on portrait. So if you are planning to use the mobile app, make sure that you have it on landscape. But still, I would still recommend that you do the Survey Junkie on a desktop because the screen, first of all, is bigger. And also you have access to your keyboard, which will allow you to type faster. On our left-hand side, we have our dashboard, a summary of our points. And currently I have 48 points. And it's similar to the branded survey system where each point represents a penny. And right now I have 48 cents. And my lifetime points, according to this stats here, is 43,066, which is about $43.66. And then Survey Junkie has these quick, high-paying surveys. So if you complete your shopping profile, you would get 10 points. If you complete your health profile, that's another 10 points. If you complete your interest profile, 10 points. And then travel profile, another 10 points. And similar to branded surveys, this has a minimum payout of $5. Oh man, this is looking good. Normally, you don't see too many surveys that pay you 100 points for 1 minute. I mean, just based on quick math, these two seems to be the juiciest surveys out of all of the ones that are presented to me. So let's go ahead and click on this guy here. It appears this survey is related to music listening tests, kind of following suit from the previous survey. Qualifiers will be listening to and sharing opinions about short samples of music. This survey will take you approximately 30 to 40 minutes. Holy crap, that's a long time. If you are interested but do not have that time right now, please feel free to begin the survey again at a later time. Wow. Okay, let's see if it's really 30 to 40 minutes. Demographics, so let's fill this out. How often do you use the following audio streaming services? How much time are you now spending each day with these sources? Oh, wow. I'm definitely big on YouTube.
A few moments later.
Okay, 89% is completed. Okay, although you weren't able to finish, I did finish it up. And this is what happens. Sometimes when you complete a survey, you don't get the full amount, because maybe it's already full, or you selected an answer where you're disqualified from. So, okay, at least we got 2 cents, and I spent about 4 minutes on that. Let's go with the next 1 minute, 100 points survey. Oh, I didn't even start the survey, and it says, it didn't work out this time. The best way to ensure you're a good match for survey is to be honest, consistent, and take your time answering questions. I didn't even get a chance to answer the question yet, and it just came out. That didn't make sense. Alright, this one, 2 minutes for 65 points. Let's see if this one works. Alright, the first question. Do you describe yourself as a woman, man, or in some other way? Jeez. Is this a trick question? What is your age?
A few moments later.
What's your background, race? Although you weren't able to finish, we are granting you more points for being active. SJ Pulse member. I did finish it. And the second time it happens now. So I didn't get the full point. Maybe too many people are working on it. Let's see if we can do another survey. Let's pick a short one because I really don't want to spend too much time on these surveys. Here we go. 8 minutes for 50 points. Let's see how this one goes. Didn't look like a good match, so no surveys here. Alright, out of these 3 surveys, let's see which one give us the best value. Survey B, 385 points for 12 minutes. Roughly 32 cents per minute. Comes down to $19.20 per hour. Alright, let's go with survey B. 385 points for 12 minutes. So take the survey at home. Alright, this happens too. Some kind of glitch. Nope, didn't get anything. You could run into this bad luck streak where you spend X amount of time and you didn't get much reward. Sometimes there's no reward. The fact that I got like 4 cents, I was just lucky. So now I have 54 points. I think I spend too much time trying to qualify for a survey. So, yeah, but survey junkie, this is one of them I use. It's just I had bad luck the past few minutes or so. Okay, the next one I have is Eureka Surveys. I think Eureka is my favorite one as far as the UI. It's actually the best survey to use on your mobile app. In fact, I think the mobile app is more friendly than the website. For some reason, I could never log into the website. Let me try this one more time.
A few moments later.
Okay, I just click on the link from my email. Let's see if it lets me log in. This is what happened to me last time. It looks like it was loading up and it never did load it up. And that's why for Eureka, I would recommend you to use their mobile app instead. Actually, let me switch over to my iPad. Alright, I finally got Eureka to load up. On our upper right hand corner, it tells you your current balance. I have $3.91. The next payout is $5. Notice how there's a green meter here. This green meter tells you your current progress. I'm actually close to 80% for my next payout. Towards the middle of our screen here, we have the current surveys. So there's one survey going on for 46 cents for 12 minutes. And normally there's a lot more than one, but I've completed some surveys earlier this morning. So right now it's only down to one survey. There's also a daily post section. This daily post gets reset on a daily basis. It's actually 1 cent for each time a poll is completed. Let's go ahead and click on this. So the poll is, have gone to a live college or professional sporting event this year. Apparently 52% of people selected, they haven't been to any live college or professional sporting event this year. About 10% of people actually selected 5 to 10 times. And this is based out of 25,000 votes. Let's go back to the main screen. The next tab is referrals. So referrals offers ways for you to receive more earning. It says here, get a 10% kickback for life, 50 cents per referral. It's fairly easy, just 3 easy steps here. Share your code with friends. They get a $1 survey on sign up. So not only does it benefit you, it benefits your friends, families, or coworkers. Step number 3, they keep what they earn. You get 50 cents plus 10% of lifetime earnings. That's huge. Okay, the next tab we have is Cash Out. Cash Out offers various payment options to receive money. So the most popular ones are virtual Visa card, PayPal, and PayPal is by far my favorite one to receive payment. So essentially, I set up my bank account with PayPal. Each time when Eureka pays out money to me, it gets transferred to my PayPal. My PayPal then transferred to my main bank account. Some other options are Amazon. You have bank transfer. The only thing with bank transfer as an option is you're exposing your bank account data to Eureka. Not saying that Eureka will do something shady. It's just each time when you register a mobile app, do you really want to link your bank account with some mobile app when it's probably better for you to just link it with a middleman like PayPal? Next tab that I'm showing you is the profile. So profile has like a nice way to summarize what you currently have. It tells you when you registered the app too. So I've been a member since August 29th, 2022. That's about 4 months. I've completed 83 daily posts. I've earned $58.70 for lifetime earnings. I've completed 96 surveys. So when you verify your account, you will unlock the highest paying surveys, meaning you will get premium surveys, location surveys. This is another important thing to enable. When you enable your location, it basically gives you more targeted ads. So for example, let's say there's some local mom and pop pizza places near New York. Well, you will probably receive surveys for like that New York based location, whereas a person from California may not receive that survey. Okay, the next section here is the notification frequency. This will allow Eureka to notify you, via text messages, whether or not some surveys came in. I would highly recommend you enable this to medium or high. The next section we have is customer service. I haven't got a chance to use the customer service because I haven't encountered any glitches yet, which is a good thing, right? Let me knock on wood. But yeah, I would say overall my experience with Eureka has been amazing. Okay, next up we have Etsy. Etsy store is something that will allow you to make passive income. That's right, there's ways for you to make money without you actually physically being at a store or physically being at your computer desk. Wouldn't it be nice to make money while you're sleeping? Well, that can come true. Etsy store is more meant for DIY handcraft, and that's where it has a lot of traction. I'll show you some examples here. Etsy actually really focused on the photos and videos, right? Yeah, this is a nice gift for, I guess, bridesmaid, bachelorette party. Holy shit, this store has 1,609 sales. Let me bring up my calculator. So 1609 times $12.31. This person made over $19,000 just selling bridesmaids gifts. So my Etsy store looks like this here. Once you log into your Etsy store, it will give you your stats overview for the last 7 days. There's an option to change this to see stats from yesterday, today, the last 30 days, this year, last year, all time. Now there's more options on our left-hand panel here. There's a stats here too. So this is the one I click on a lot. This has a nice line chart that tells you, okay, how many visits do you have on a daily basis. So based on the past 30 days, I had 13 visits on November 19th, 2022. And as of yesterday, I have about 4 visits. And it breaks down the sources too. I have 43 visits that came from the Etsy app and other Etsy pages. I have about 84 visits that came from direct and other traffic. Starting off, I would recommend you not using any Etsy ads. So as far as getting traffic to your site, I would say focus on creating as many products as possible. A lot of the experts on YouTube, this one person I follow a lot, Cassie Johnson, she recommended to make sure that you have get at least 25 to 200 products out there before you sign up for ads. So some of the products I'm selling right now are just budget templates. Like this one here, I have a $100 money saving challenge in 30 days. I have another one, $50 money saving challenge in 30 days. And then another one here, $5,050 money saving challenge in 100 days. I have another one here for $1 money saving challenge in 10 days. And actually, I have some free ones that I've created as well. The free budget templates I've created, they're actually uploaded on catzmoney.com. Click on Money Challenge Templates. And there's about like 4 templates that are free. So the $1 Money Challenge is free. This one is only in black color ink. It looks like this. For like these budget templates, I would recommend you either print it out or use it from your iPad or tablet. All right, let's get back to my Etsy store. Let's say, for example, I wanted to know more details about this source here. When you click on it, it will give you a breakdown of the past 30 days activities. So apparently the $50 money template is the most popular one out of all of the templates I've created. The ones for earning $5,000 in 100 days, I had 3 visits from here. I believe there's a way that tells you how many sales you had too, total. So let me change my stats to this year. So back in October, I have 154 visits. November, I have 138 visits. I have some sales here. So for the $100 money budget template I've created, I had 3 orders. It totaled out to like $2.97. I had 2 orders for the $50 money budget template, $1.98. I had a sale from my Halloween activity book, $2.49. I had 2 sales from my Halloween coloring book, $4.98 total. And some of these were just listed of weeks ago. But yeah, it's currently I made $12.42 in revenue. This is not profit, right? This is just revenue. My next money making technique is setting up an eBay store. And this is something that I've been using for quite some time now. So let me see if I'm able to give you guys a summary of how much money I made on eBay. Actually, that's probably not possible. I don't see any options for that. Selling overview. Okay, nothing on here. Hey, I will show you some of the feedback that I got from my store. Yeah, I think the history should tell you some of the items I sold recently. The last thing I sold was a rare Nintendo GameCube wireless Wavebird receiver. So that went for $56, and that's within the past 6 months. I sold an official Nintendo Wii U wireless Pro controller. That went for $31.17. I sold some Blu-ray discs, Pro Harbor, $9.99. It's factory sealed, and I think that was one of the free one that came with my PS3 back then. Yeah, and last year, I have a lot of these from last year. I sold a K-pop CD. Yeah, a lot of these were just like old video games or video game accessories or consoles. And I was actually surprised. A lot of games I bought back then were actually cheaper versus what I sold it for, meaning I've actually made profit on most of the old video game. So yeah, as far as selling like used electronics or video game, I would recommend using eBay. As far as any DIY handmade craft, I would recommend Etsy. I mean, just basic math here. If you just add these up, this is already over like hundreds of dollars already. And there's a lot of history I had. Up next on my list is TesterUp. TesterUp is one of my favorite ways to make money. Now, this is kind of misleading. If you notice how it only shows $1.50 USD earned credit, there's actually a few games I'm playing right now where it's in the process of actually being paid out. But I would like to continue testing out further, before I end the job. The earned credits, I actually did a test to see if I actually will earn the credit or not. So the very first app that I've tested this out with, Family Island. And Family Island looks like this. Let me find the app for you here. So Family Island has over 207,000 reviews, close to a 5-star. It lets you farm, harvest, cook, and build. And this is one of the most laid-back fun game I ever played. You're pretty much stranded on an island with your family, and you would need to harvest, build certain things to pass through the next level. The mechanics of this game involve you just collecting resources, create and craft a certain item in order for you to unlock the next level. On our upper left-hand corner here, it tells you your level. And currently I'm at level 6. In order for you to get your first payout from TesterUp, you must be at level 5. Okay, back to TesterUp. The one I've also tried is this CoinMaster. So CoinMaster, they offer $70 reward. And this $70 rewards is actually broken out into different steps. So the first step is you have to install a game. And notice how it's still showing the spinner. So I don't think that I installed the game correctly or there's actually a glitch. So this is one of the game where I've submitted a ticket and I'm waiting for TesterUp to respond back to me. The very first step is, once you complete Village 1, you will earn 50 cents. It's kind of strange why there's actually a comma, like 0,50. That's actually 50 cents. Once you complete Village 2, that's $1 right there. Village 3 is another $1 and so on. So if you complete up to Village 40, that's $16 for cash back. For in-app purchases, another $4.50. When you add them up, it gives you a total of $70. Okay, next, Dice Dreams. This is the game that I'm currently playing. And based on my progress, I've reached the first step, which is to install the game, $0. Get up to level 5, which is $2. And level 8 is $3. Notice how the dollar amount increase every time. Once you reach Kingdom level 30, they'll pay you $20. When you reach Kingdom level 40, you will get $45. When you reach Kingdom level 50, you will get $90. And when you add them up, this can equate to $215. This is one of the games that took me the least amount of time to achieve money. Now, most games aren't really meant for you to play 8 hours a day because it will take some time for like your character meters, power up bar to recharge yourself. So these are games I would recommend you play like maybe every 5 to 10 minutes on a daily basis because it will take some time for it to charge up. The next game I've also tested out is this 777 slot game. This is 777 slot, but it also has a lot more than just slots. It has like various casinos like roulette, poker, blackjack, sports betting as well. Follow the instructions correctly, right? So click on the Play Now button, and then after that, it will tell you some basic instruction here. To receive your first merit, you have to reach at least level 5. Get an additional $2 cash back for the in-app purchase. Attention, you have a maximum of 30 days to achieve the goals. I've started playing this game right on Thanksgiving Day. I have about probably less than 30 days left to complete this task. My current progress shows I installed the game. There's a check mark here. I reached level 5. I got 50 cents from that. I reached level 15, which is $2. And level 30 is the next one. My next money-making source is Playbook UX. Playbook UX allows me to conduct surveys, perform prototype testing, offer feedback to clients. I would highly recommend using the website because the mobile app is not user-friendly and is glitchy. And it's also limited on certain tests as well. So when you log in, you want to log in as a tester. This is where you would make money. When you log in as a researcher, this is where you would actually pay money to Playbook UX and have various testers to help you test out your project, your website, or whatever. But as far as making money, register as a tester and sign in as a tester. So let's go ahead and sign in. Now, once you sign in, the tab is on the upper right-hand side here. I wish it was centered towards the middle to take advantage of like the empty spaces, but that's how the website is designed. Click on Browse Tests, and let's see, do we have any tests right now? So based on our type of study, there are checkboxes here. So I have made sure that all of these are checked. Unmoderated, speak out loud. This is probably the most common test that I've got at Playbook UX. They basically ask you to record yourself, mostly your audio. I haven't gotten one where they ask you to record your face. The next one that I've also got is the moderated interview live conversation. This is when you would schedule an appointment with the product manager. The project manager would then set up meeting with you on Teams or Zoom, and then he or she will actually display a product or service they have in mind. And then from there, he or she will ask you to perform certain tasks. You go into the website, you log in, they'll ask you a series of questions, and you would provide your honest feedback. Another one is card sort. Actually, I don't believe I have this card sort study done yet. I don't believe I've received a tree test survey, and I have done some surveys here too. So let's go ahead and click on the second tab, completed test. So here are some proof of exams or a prototype that I've done. I completed already. So the very first one here was done on November 8th. I have got a payout of $60, and I believe this was the live conversation I had with a random stranger. November 18th, I have got paid for $10, and I think this was an unmoderated test. November 23rd, I've earned $10. I have yet to receive payment. Typically, Playbook UX makes payment within 10 days, and if it exceeds 10 days, there's a customer service contact for you to reach out to. And then I have another one here that was completed recently on November 26th. I earned $10, not yet paid out. And also, it's important that you fill out your profile. So the more things that you complete on your profile, then the higher chance of you getting more premium surveys. It asks for your typical questions: what's your email address, birth date, gender, ethnicity, employment status, how much you make, annual household income, your current job title, and so on. All right, next on my list is user testing. User testing is very similar to Playbook UX. It allows you to test a prototype, provide feedback on websites, and so on. Comparing the two, I would say user testing seems to offer more prototype testing than Playbook UX. Even though I think Playbook UX been around longer than user testing, and also on average, it appears that user testing has better reviews than Playbook UX. But yeah, once you log into user testing, the website looks like this. And similar to Playbook UX, you want to log in as a tester, not as a researcher, right? So go ahead and register as a tester and then log in. Okay, once you log in, it will list the available tests. And right now, I'm actually displaying this from my computer. Some surveys are based for different devices. So for example, if it's a mobile app, then they probably display that prototype on your iPhone, whereas the desktop will not display that because they probably want you to record your audio and feedback directly from your iPhone or Android phone. But yeah, here's how it looks like. So I have one here for Mac or Windows computer, face recording. We have a few questions about your role in IT team. Which statements describe your current responsibility? So I don't have any of these responsibility. Let's see what happens. Did not qualify. Next one here, $60 for 60 minutes conversation. You'll be scheduled to speak with a customer live about a website or prototype they're testing using video conferencing software. Please be prepared to discuss your thoughts and observations in real time. Okay, let's take the screener. Which of the following best describe your employment status? Select one. So I'm employed by someone else. Okay, next question. Do you or does anyone in your household work for any of the following companies? Select all that apply. So none. In your estimate, how many total employees would you say your organization has worldwide? Select one. Which of the following best describe your organization's primary business offering? Okay, I didn't qualify for that one. But yeah, let's look at the next tab, test history. So test history will tell you all of the completed tests that you have done, whether it's paid out or earned and pending. On November 20th, that one is still in the pending status. And I've completed 18 total tests. I got rewarded $170 with $10 pending. I'll show you some of the results I earned. Some of these are moderated. So this one here, I had a 2 stars for November 11th. Even though I was rated 2 star, I was also paid out to me. Apparently, I didn't follow the instruction correctly for this task. But according to user testing, they felt that I have done enough work, enough effort that I should at least get paid for it. And I have another rated proto testing here. October 25th. This person rated me 5 stars. Apparently, I have did an excellent job. Generally speaking, a lot of these are unmoderated, and that was for $10. Yeah, I think all of these I complete are $10. I'm trying to see if I got anyone over $10. Let me click back. All of these user testing completed, they're $10. I haven't gotten one where it's like live conversation yet. Before starting off user testing, they will give you an exam to make sure that you qualify. If you're the type of person that likes to talk, I'm pretty sure that you will get qualified for it. But if you're more on the quiet side, chances are you will not get accepted for these kind of surveys because it does involve a lot of talking, a lot of speaking, and not just talking, but explaining your thought process where the client can understand you. Yeah, this is a website I'd highly recommend you to make money. So similar to the Playbook UX, you want to complete your profile as much as possible. It has your basic demographics, what's your gender, your current age, household income, what are some of your web expertise, employment status, your role, your job level, and so on. Messages. Okay, I don't think I have any messages. Help center. I've navigated to the help center a couple of times to help me out. So just in case if you're stuck with something, there's lessons here for you to get started. I highly recommend clicking on the lesson for getting started. This will explain a lot of things for you. It takes about 10 minutes or so. All right, the next money maker on my list is Respondent. Respondent is probably by far my favorite one. So Respondent is the one that offers the highest reward for the least amount of time. But the only thing is with Respondent, there's like a low rate of you getting qualified for like these tasks. Very difficult to get qualified. In fact, a lot of these Respondent study are based on your skill set. So I guess it really comes down to your career. If it's a certain skill set you have, then you will highly get qualified for Respondent. You know, whether it's web designing, marketing, financing. So this is kind of similar to the Playbook UX and user testing. There are two different registration and login process. One is for researcher. Researcher is someone that wants to pay money for user to test out the product. Participant is someone that wants to make money to test a product out. So first register as a participant and log in as a participant. Let's go ahead and log in right now as a participant. Okay, once you log in, it will list the current projects that's currently going on right now. Check this one out. This one, they're looking for people who are responsible for user authentication in their product or app. $75 for 30 minutes, one-on-one remote. But yeah, these are some examples here. Seeking admins for enterprise storage in cloud and or on-premise. And some of these, I'm not even sure what it means. Looking for Fusion 360 users, design engineers, mechanical engineers. Looking for on-shape users, design engineers, mechanical engineers. Looking for IT professionals to provide input on web experience. Let's sort it by most recent. We invite you to try our new augmented reality experience in Pablo Alto. $200 for 60 minutes. This platform offers the highest reward for the least amount of time. But and again, it's really hard to get qualified. I had one invitation that they sent to me back in October 12th, but I've declined it. When I read the description, it takes too much time. It wasn't really worth the time and effort. I would say starting off, you're better off just applying for as many as possible and then get selected. Whichever one they offer, just do it anyway. It will give you some experience and it will show history that you completed certain tasks, which will open up the doors for more Respondent studies in the near future. Okay, there's one I did recently actually. It's this one here. So I have a confirmed payment where I basically provided feedback on a real-time data application for managed service database. $50 right there. I spoke for about half an hour or so with the client. All right, my next favorite ways to make money is through dividend stocks. Dividend stocks essentially allows you to invest money in X stocks, and then you basically just wait till you receive dividends. Now, dividends are typically paid out for large cap, meaning the company doesn't really grow anymore because they already grew. They already have a large market cap, and it's really difficult for them to grow even further. So a lot of time they offer dividend stock. So that way, as an investor, you would buy X amount of stock, you hold it for X amount of time, and you would get paid. Now, most dividend stocks, they're actually paid out on a quarterly basis. Some are actually paid on a monthly basis, and some could also pay semi-annually and annually. But yeah, I'll show you some of the dividend stock that I purchased. So I just added a filter to show dividends. So the first one here I've collected is dividends for XYLD. XYLD is actually a global S&P 500 cover call ETF. Essentially, I put X amount of money in XYLD fund and I collected $10.83. I believe this one pays out on a monthly basis because I see one here also on September 27th for XYLD for $10.94. Another one here on August 30th, 2022, XYLD for $4.79. There's another one I tried recently. It's Schwab Value Advantage Money Investment Fund. Ticker symbol is SWVXX. This one I've collected $1.04. SOXL is another ETF. SPY-D, which the ticker is SPY-D, Spider S&P 500 High Dividend ETF. Last but not least, my favorite ways to make money is by selling put options. Option is actually a more advanced investment strategy. And it is not something that I recommend you starting off with. If it's something where you're more of a experienced investor and you have probably invested in the stock market for a while, maybe the next step is for you to learn options. Now with options, there are 4 different types. Just to keep the video short, we will only cover the selling put option because that's actually kind of similar to collecting dividends. The only difference is it allows you to get a higher rate of return at a shorter time. Investopedia website actually displays the definition. It means you have an obligation to buy the security at a predetermined price from the option buyer if they exercise the options. Selling a put option means that you're putting X amount of dollars as a collateral to sell a put option to X user. And this user could basically sell that asset to you if it falls below the strike price by a certain time. Let me give you some examples here. Alright guys, so I'm logging into my Charles Schwab Street Smart Edge. And I'm sure, every broker has their own interface. But for Schwab, this is what I've used to look at option prices. Let's say, for example, we would like to sell Riot options. And a lot of time I'll select 45 days out. So it'll give us some time for our options to kind of like settle down and collect money over time. What happens is option loses value over time. So when you're selling a put option, regardless if the market goes up, stays flat, or slightly goes lower, you will have a higher chance of making money by selling put options. And right now, Riot is going for $4.43. That's the market value. So a lot of time, I will actually pick a strike price actually lower. So I'll probably pick 2 or 3 strike price lower than the current value. And right now, based on the Bollinger Band here, this blue line tells you that, hey, this is towards the below average, fluctuates back and forth, and this is considered the low end. So I think this is a great time to get into selling Riot put options. So let's go for Riot, January 6th, 2023. The strike price is $3. So if Riot goes below $3, that person that we sold it to could actually execute the option contract and sell to us at $3. So if we do this one here, the average premium that we can collect is $20 off the $300. So $3 strike price means we had to buy 100 shares, $300 in collateral. Based on $300 collateral, we could collect $20. This is actually measured by share. So you times this by 100 is actually $20. Let's do some basic math here real quick. So we'll take $20 divided by 300. So that's about 6.6% return, which is fantastic. 6.6% return within 45 days is still a lot higher than most dividend stocks. So that's why I actually prefer selling put options, is collect a higher rate in a shorter time frame. But yeah, let's go ahead and check the other one now. Let's say if we were to go for the $3.50 strike price put option. Let's see how much can we collect from that one. So it's going for about $32. And we have to put $350 as collateral on here. Based on the $3.50 strike price, we'll actually earn a 9.1% rate of return for 45 days. That's better than the first one, right? Well, let's look at the next one here. Let's say we want to buy the $4 put option here. We'll collect $49 divided by $400. That'll give us a rate of 12.2% return, which is even better than the first two. But keep in mind that because we're selecting the $4 strike price, it's closer to the market value. So you're at a high risk of that person assigning it to you. The more closer it is to the market value, then of course you would collect higher premium, meaning there's more risk involved. Typically, I would like to find a balance where I go for 2 or 3 strike price lower. So that way, there's a low chance of that person executing the Riot options. But yeah, I will release another video to cover more about selling put options later. Just to keep this video short, I had to try to fit everything under 1 hour. So yeah, those are 11 ways that I make money this year outside of my day job. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe and like. As always, there are 1,000 ways to make money. Cha-ching!